Good evening, guys. We are sitting in Denmark in Billund, and I'm gonna attempt to fly from Billund to Copenhagen in this nice TBM850 as always, November 2 for Lima. Okay, first come first we just prepare the aircraft. We close all the doors, take away the pitot covers, engine covers, and the GP we don't need, and we're gonna close everything up. Get some energy in this plane, turn on the battery, get some lights on, the radio master on, and as a first thing we're gonna just listen to the ATIS, see what the ATIS tells us today. So waypoint airport, the frequency of ATIS is 118.780.
OCH is in use.
There it is. Okay.
Advise on course heading, altitude, and if basic information service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions.
So we're going
Advise
to
on
Copenhagen
initial
today.
Contact you have information Quebec.
We have Quebec.
Billund
We're
Airport.
going to
Information
Copenhagen,
Quebec.
and it's going to be the
1750 Zulu.
Abin 6
Wind
Alpha
285
departure.
at 5. Visibility 10.
6 Alpha
Sky
departure.
conditions. No cloud detected. Temperature 2. Dew point 2. QNH 09 or 9 or 6. Transition level 45.
6 and 45
Arriving
is
and departing
transition.
runway 27.
Level and 27
Bird
is
activity
runway.
in vicinity of airport visual approach.
Okay, so we got 906. It's a low pressure system at the moment here. 996. Very low pressure. There it is. And we're gonna actually ask for clearance, see if there's anybody on. I'm probably gonna ask ground because there is any, or actually tower because there's no ground.
American 467.
Billund ground, November 24 Alpha Lima, TBM850, stand 65 with information Quebec on board, requesting Alpha clearance to Copenhagen. So, from EKBI, this is Denmark, lovely Denmark, Sweden, and we're gonna start from EKBI, right there. There it is, when it's loading.
November 24 Alpha Lima, information Quebec is current. Cleared to Kastrup via the Abin Sector 6 Alpha departure, then as filed. Departure runway 27. Initial climb altitude 4,000 feet. Departure on 1119.255, squawk 2 to 572.
Clear to Kastrup by the Abina 6 Alpha departure, then as filed, runway 27. Initial climb is 4,000, departure frequency on 119.255, squawking 2572, November 2 for Alpha Lima. So 2572, 2572, altitude reporting.
November 24 Alpha Lima, readback correct. Contact tower on 1129.505 when ready.
Tower on 129.505 when ready, November 2 for Lima. What was correct? Really? No, not at all. Yes, it was. Good. Alright, so we get the squawk, we got 4,000 in there, and then we will actually ask tower for startup. Billund Tower, November 2 for Alpha Lima, requesting engine start. So, engine start. It's going to be prop max, aux fuel pump on, ignition on, and then
November 2 for Alpha
on.
Lima, engine start approved. Advise ready to taxi.
Engine start is approved, then I will advise when ready for taxi. November 2 for Alpha Lima. So watch the NG. As we pass 13, we're going to insert some fuel into the engine. There it is. Low idle, watch ITT and NG. ITT for hot start, NG for hung start. And as soon as we hit 50 with the NG, we're going to insert some more fuel and turn off the starter. There it is. high idle. Turn off the starter, now the generator can come on. Aux fuel pump to auto, fuel selector auto. Then all the gyro instruments can come on. We'll put on all the lights at this time. VFS master will come on, there it is, Pitot 1 and Pitot 2. Autopilot and all the ECS instruments, so bleed to high, air condition on, fan flow auto, and that's it. So we're already ready. So let's have a look at the flight plan. So I filed in SimBrief, and the cool about this flight plan is actually that we have a normal departure from Billund, but then the arrival into Copenhagen is the standard arrival for Copenhagen, and that's actually the vectoring. So we hope that actually SimBrief is going to vector us correctly into Copenhagen. Okay. Alright, we got the QNH, we got the altitude set, we got the flight plan inserted, we have the map, squawk code is on, and now we can actually ask for taxi. We know that it's going to be 27 in use, so we'll expect something like Delta, Kilo, and maybe Kilo. Billund Tower, November 25 Lima, request taxi.
November 24 Alpha Lima, taxi to runway 27 via Juliet, November Kilo.
Runway 27 via Juliet, November, and Kilo, November 24 Lima. Okay, almost. Juliet up there, then November, and then Kilo. Good enough. Okay, so let's go. Parking brake comes off. And we'll just do what he told us to. And just turn around here and cut this guy apart. Sorry, guy. So this is November coming up here. And then it's going to be Juliet as the next. Turn to the right. No, actually this is Juliet and this is November, sorry, of course. So coming up on November here, there it is. And Kilo is coming up right here in front, and we're going to take a left there. I actually thought it would be more cloudy, more rainy, but it looks like a fine day in Billund today. See about Copenhagen, how it looks there. And as we taxi down to the runway, we can just go through the pre-departure checklist, which is a laugh tick, or we can just have a look at it actually here in the checklist. So before takeoff we will have a high idle, and that's already set there. Lever is feathered, we did that before. We're going to set flaps to takeoff. There it is. Pitot heat we have, the de-ice we don't need with this weather radar we don't need, avionics are on, and all the rest is good. Battery is also good. And so we're going to just expect a switch over to tower in a second when we come up to the active runway there. And there's an acronym LAFTIC, which is also good to use. LAFTIC means lights, L is lights. So all the lights up here, if there's anything wrong, if there's anything shining up which shouldn't be there. A is an air, the air down there, the ECS, we just checked that before. F is the flaps, which are takeoff now. See that? T are the trims, they're okay. I is an inertial separator, which we're not going to need today, and C is all the CAS messages. CAS messages meaning something's wrong in the airplane, and there's none that I can see so far. So we're ready to go. Actually, we're just going to wait for tower to give us clearance. We got QNH, we got the altitude set, And we have the flight plan on and active. Coming up on kilo. And we're going to hold just on holding point of 27 and wait for tower to call, or we will call them.
Diamond Tree 71 Bravo Charlie, turn left, heading 270 vectors for sequencing.
Okay, we are ready.
270 Diamond Tree 71 Bravo Charlie.
Landing lights can come on. Everything's fine there. And we'll see. We are already on tower, so let's ask. Billund Tower, November 24 Alpha Lima, holding point 27, ready for departure. And then it's going to be the Albino 6 Alpha departure, which is this one here. So they say we have to remain on frequency until
November 24 Alpha
1500,
Lima, runway
then go
27,
to
winds 285 at 5, cleared for takeoff.
clear for takeoff, runway 27, November 24 Alpha Lima. Yeah, and then actually we're gonna switch ourselves, then contact Billund approach as soon as we've reached 1500, so he's not gonna turn us over. And we got the departure frequency already. He gave us that before. 119.255, and it's actually not on the approach chart or departure chart. Okay.
Warrior Tree 71 Bravo Charlie, cleared for takeoff. Runway
Power
27.
set. Flaps takeoff.
Takeoff, runway 27, Warrior Tree 71 Bravo Charlie.
Airspeed's alive. We're going to wait to 85 and then we're going to rotate. Rotate. Positive climb, tap the brakes, gear up. Bye bye Billund. It's not that really spectacular of an airport, but oh, something different. We can take up the flaps and we can insert the 850 mode. There it is. Watch the torque, not to go over 120. There it is, and now we have to switch ourselves as soon as we pass 1500 feet. We're not yet. Beautiful Denmark, look at that. I just love this scenery. I'm not going to switch to FS24 as yet. Listening and seeing of all the
November 2
stuff
for Alpha
that doesn't
Lima,
work.
contact departure 1119.255.
Departure on 119.255, November 25 Lima. Okay, you gave us. So we're gonna contact. Billund departure, November 25 Lima, passing 1500 for 4000. Beautiful, look at that.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Billund departure identified. Cleared direct BI 364, climb flight level 190.
Oops. De-ice, my god. Cleared at BI 364 and climb flight level. Can you please repeat the flight level? See, I just missed that.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Billund departure identified. Cleared direct BI 364, climb flight level 190.
Cleared direct by BI 364, climb flight level 190, November 25 Lima. Okay. And we're going to switch to standard barometric settings as soon as we have reached transition altitude, which is going to be 4,500. They want us to switch from 996 to standard, which is 1013. Let's do it now. Okay, so we are on standard flight level settings with the barometric settings of latitude, and now we're going to check the checklist for cruise. No, we're not cruising, we're after takeoff actually. So landing gear is up, flaps are up, 850 mode is on, yaw damper can come on. Inertia separator is going to stay off, taxi lights are off, and the landing lights we're going to kill at 10,000, not before. Pressurization de-ice, we just turned it on because we had ice on the window. The oxygen it's okay, but the pressurization we have to fix. So we're going to flight level 190, so let's put 21 inside there. That should be enough actually. Okay.
November
Okay.
24 Alpha Lima. Climb and maintain flight level 210.
Climb and maintain flight level 210, November 2 Alpha Lima. Okay. So we are on our way. So this is the departure. We are going to Albino, and from Albino to Tespi, and Tespi I think is the transition to the arrival. Yes, it is, and the arrival will be today into Copenhagen. The Tespi 3 Charlie arrival. Tespi 3 Charlie. Going from Tespi as a transition, then Rosby, then TNO, and we are going to end the arrival with Abegi, and from there we should get vectors. This is what this thing says here with its 9, and we should be at 4,000 roughly, or below 4,000 actually. So that's what we want to have. We want to have 4,000 at Abegi. Okay. Beautiful. Aha, there come the weather. Beautiful. Okay, so let's just have a look at the flight plan, which is in GTN now. So we have the Tespi 3 Charlie arrival, and we just briefed those points. Rosby TNO.
4 Alpha Lima. Contact Copenhagen. Info on 129.475.
Copenhagen info on 129.475, November 2 for Lima, header. Copenhagen info, November 2 for Alpha Lima, passing flight level 160 for 210. We briefed Rosby TNO, and we said that actually Abegi would be the last part of the arrival, which from there we're going to be vectored.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Copenhagen info identified. Good afternoon.
Alaska 993 cleared through Bravo airspace. Cleared through Bravo Alaska 993.
Okay, just quick check on the arrival chart again. So we got the Tesla 3 Charlie. We have speed restrictions there, and that is 250 knots, which is not going to give a problem for us. And here it says Abegi and then radar vectoring. I'm so curious about if Sayintentions will actually give us proper vectoring. I'm so curious. Yeah, so we have ATIS, we have the approach, we got the final, and then yeah, so it's a downwind there, so we're going to have a left-hand downwind for runway 22 right into Copenhagen.
Remain clear of restricted area 250 tree. Remaining clear of restricted area 250 tree.
So is it at initial contact with Castrop final? This is one, which is approach frequency. We should just state our call sign. So we'll see. We'll just do that if he gives us that frequency. And in the end, we will... Oh, cabin pressure. We are at 21. Actually, it should be enough. Okay, let's give it some more.
Delta Alpha November VOR.
So we're going to go to 2 right. So we want to have the ILS for 2 right, and that's the one. And we're going to have the final as a
November 24 Alpha Lima, Copenhagen info. Expect the ILS runway 22 right approach into Kastrup. Test B3 Charlie arrival. I'll start your descent in about 15 minutes. Let me know if you're ready earlier.
Expect the ILS 22 right approaching to Copenhagen via the Test B3 Charlie arrival. And I will wait for descent, November 2 for Lima. So we have just gotten that approach, so we just have to enter it into the GTN. We can do that now. Approach. ILS to right, and we set vectors because it's going to be vectored. Yeah. So everything is set up there. We have to enter the frequency and the final approach course. And the final approach course for 2 to right will be 217. Okay. So we just need to set that into the nav systems. Come on. Okay, so let's go to heading mode and then go over to VOR and select final approach course of 217. 217. Come on. 217. Back to nav. And we are set for the approach. Perfect. And we're going to wait for descent to see what she gives us. So while we are here, let's listen to the ATIS 122755. 122755.
November 9537 Foxtrot climbing, maintain 11,000.
Okay, the ATIS, we don't have the ATIS, or we're just too far away to get the ATIS. But we have it set now. No, we don't have it set. We have to actually activate it. Now, there it is.
Wind 285 at 7. Visibility 10. Sky conditions. View at 4900 feet. Temperature 0. Dew point 1. QNH 090903. Transition level 65.
So 903.
Arriving and departing runways 22 right. 22 left.
22 right and 22 left.
Visual approach is in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and basic information services requested. Read Becall runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 119.905. Advise on initial contact to information
Tango. We got information Tango and the QNH was...
Information Tango. 1720 Zulu. Wind 285 at 7. Visibility 10. Sky conditions. View at 4900 feet. Temperature 0. Dew point 1. QNH 090903.
90903
level 65.
Tango.
Arriving and departing runways 22 right.
And transition level ball 65.
30. Visual approach.
Okay, we get Tango, we get 993, and we get transition level 85 or 65. It's been a long day. Let's stick with 85. Does actually the approach chart give us the transition? Let's have a look. There, the transition is... Where is the transition on the chart? Guys, can you find it? I haven't found it yet.
November 24 Alpha Lima. Contact Copenhagen Control on 135.29er.
13529er, November 24 Lima, bye-bye. Copenhagen Control, November 25 Lima, flight level 210 inbound TNO.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Copenhagen Control identified. Good afternoon.
So transition level, we're looking for the transition level. I haven't found it as yet. On the approach chart maybe? Slow today. I can't find it. So let's have a look. say there either. So let's listen
Dash
again.
5. Arriving and departing runways 22 right, 22 left, 30. Visual approach is in use. Advise on course heading,
November 24
altitude,
Alpha Lima,
if basic
Copenhagen.
information
Control
services
cleared.
requested.
TRSB3, Charlie arrival into Kastrup. When you're ready, descend and maintain flight level 130.
Okay, now it's tricky because he gave us another approach actually, or I just listened wrong. He gave us, no, 3 Charlie was still correct. Cleared, TASB 3 Charlie, arrival into Kastrup, and I will descend to flight level 130, November 24 Lima. I seem to have bad hearing today. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Okay, let's descend. And we said cleared for the arrival, and we actually are already on the arrival. Yes. And we're going to flight level 130, but we of course have to be at Abegi at 4,000 feet. That's what the arrival charge actually gives us. So we should be maximal 4,000 with Abegi. So we will see. Okay, we are descending. Look at that. Beautiful Denmark. Look at that. So beautiful. Look at that.
Climb and maintain flight level 410. Climbing to flight level 410, Hawaiian 104.
Okay, I forgot the cruising checklist, but we have everything set actually, so there's nothing we have to really do. And the final landing check we'll have to do, of course. So with the Tango we have 993, and we are going to switch to local altimeter when we have reached 8,500.
Descending to flight level 270, American 789. Delta 1562, expedite descent to flight level 240, traffic ahead. Expedite descent to flight level 240, Delta 1562.
What's the overspeed?
November 245, Mike Charlie, climb and maintain 10,000 feet.
Okay, so we, oh, yeah, he wanted to have us right there below flight level 130 at CH653. We don't have that, we are still at 17,000, which is not so good, but whatever. In the meantime, we'll have a look outside. And Denmark is beautiful, and this plane is beautiful. I just love the TBM. So we got some crosswind, and we're doing 340 knots above the ground, so that is actually really fast. And I'm so excited to see what actually Sayintentions is going to do with us when we come into Abegi. We'll see if they will give us vectors.
0 o'clock, 4 miles level at 90500. Looking for traffic sign 4 Alpha Bravo.
0. Visual approach is in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if basic information service is requested. Read VEC runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 119.905. Advise on initial contact you have information Tango.
So it's still Tango, eh?
Copenhagen
So we got flight level 130. We can go up with the torque again. We're not going to overspeed. Well, it's just on the border, eh? But we should stay below 250 because we are
November
on the
24
arrival.
Alpha Lima, contact Copenhagen, approach on 118.455.
Copenhagen on 118.455, November 2 Lima. Bye-bye. Copenhagen approach, November 2 for Alpha Lima, flight level 130. So which one was the one we should just, it's the final, we just have to give the call sign, not that one yet.
November 2 for Alpha Lima, Copenhagen approach identified. Good afternoon.
So when is he gonna give us more descent? So that's what we see here. Arrival ends with Abegi, and then we should get vectors to get into the final approach on ILS 22 right. We will see. Still too high for switching to local altimeter. We are still on 1013. Okay, let's raise the torque a little bit. Watch the border 120, not more. And actually, the icing was pretty bad before, so I'm going to let everything on. The airframe, I don't think we need to de-ice, but the rest has to be on. Okay, man, when are you going? There it is.
Copenhagen approach. Descend and maintain flight level 090.
Descend, maintain flight level 090, November 2 And so we're still above the transition altitude, so that means we're going to stick with the standard bar. And I'm going to really VS it down quickly because we are actually closing into the end portion of the arrival fairly quickly. And I don't want to be too high. I want to be at 4,000 if it's possible at Abegi. Look at the views, it's just amazing here.
21, maintain 170 knots to begin.
Delta 1721.
Fly heading 280, descend and maintain 5,000.
280 down to 5,000, FedEx 1210.
Air Canada 235, hold at waypoint brakes, expect further clearance in 10 minutes.
There's some fog on here,
For further clearance, Air Canada
but I think
235.
Copenhagen should be okay. Actually, Copenhagen is on the right side, so it's going to be... Ah, there it is.
November
There's the airport.
24 Alpha Lima.
There it is.
Descend and maintain altitude 3000. QNH 992.
Descend and maintain 3000 on QNH 992, November 2 for Lima. Okay, this is looking really good. So we got 3000 and we got QNH 992, local
November
altimeter.
24 Alpha Lima. Turn left, heading 020 vectors for the ILS runway 22 right approach.
Turn 020 vectors for the ILS 22 right approach, November 2 for Lima. 020, there it is, and we are on heading mode, which is looking really good, and we're going to VS it down to 3000 fairly quickly actually. Well, actually we have a help here.
November 24 Alpha Lima. Turn left, heading 025 vectors for the ILS runway 22 right approach.
Right, heading 025 for the ILS 22 right approach, November 2 for Lima. So we just it's fine-tuning our approach into Copenhagen, which is
November
really looking
24
cool.
Alpha Lima. Turn right, heading 050 vectors for the ILS runway 22 right approach.
Right, heading 050 for the vectors ILS 22 right approach, November 2 for Lima. And I think he doesn't need to give me the ILS 22 right approach every time, but whatever. He's giving us vectors, which is really great. I really love it. So we have the heading set, so we actually can turn or actually already activate our VLOC, the localizer, and there it is, and it's already coming alive. The glide slope is coming up, it's rising, and we need to put our landing taxi lights on. We never turned them off actually. Okay, so this is going really well. We're going to see, so the final approach fix will be this one here,
D5.0. Turn left, heading 035.
Left heading 035, November 2 for Lima. Okay, so it's going to be a proper downwind, a proper left downwind, as you can see here, and how big is coming up there. Perfect. So this is our final approach fix, and yeah, this is looking great. over Sweden. We can actually speed it up a bit because we are leveled now. And there it is.
November 24 Alpha Lima, 7 miles from CI2, 2R. Turn right heading 170 until established on the localizer, cleared for the ILS runway. 22 right approach.
Turn right heading 170 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS 22 right approach, November 24 Lima. Perfect stuff, so we are ready. Really cool. Just flying over Sweden. I think this is Helsingborg actually. Yeah. Malmö's over there and Copenhagen is back there. So this vectoring really is perfect. Sayintentions, you are doing a really great job. So we are landing 22 right, which is this here, and we are exiting. I actually think we're going to take a left on Echo 2. Or actually, either Echo 4, that could be okay, or Echo 2. I think I'm going to take Echo 2 actually. No, Echo 2 doesn't work, of course. It's too short. Echo 4. We're going to exit Echo 4 and we'll see what they give us as an approach. Oh, geez, approach arm. Yep. So it's gonna capture the approach very soon. Just 30 degrees, which is roughly there.
FedEx 1482, heavy climb to 7,000, report passing through 5,000.
Approach is already captured. Perfect. So we got the final course is captured. We have 22 right back there, and we are going to wait until the glide slope comes alive, and in the end we'll capture it. So what do we need to do when we have captured glide slope? We will set some flaps and take off, and we'll just quickly go through the landing checklist, which is going to be full flaps coming up. Landing is going to be down in green. Propeller is full RPM. Yaw damper actually we can turn off right now, and the speed we're going to check at the threshold. So that's the before landing checklist complete. Okay, we have the glide slope coming alive, and it's going to capture it soon.
Charlie Mike, turn left heading 200, descend and maintain 3,000.
And tower will be on 118.105. 118.105. Okay. So we got some wind, we got some crosswind coming from the right, so we are crabbing down here.
November 24 Alpha Lima, contact Castro, tower on 118.105.
Over the tower on 118.105, November 24 Lima, Takeda. Kastrup Tower, November 24 Alpha Lima, we are established on ILS 22 right. So we are on the glide slope, we have captured glide slope, we're going to set flaps. Take off.
November 24. Alpha Lima,
Here
Kastrup
comes
Tower,
down.
winds 285 at 7, runway 22 right, clear to land.
Runway 22 right, clear to land, November 24 Alpha Lima. Okay, Giphy, gear down, 3 green. Inner separator, I always have it off. Flaps are still on takeoff, but we're gonna go full now. And the yaw damper is already turned off, so that checklist is complete. Alright, we're ready for landing. So let's zoom in. Actually we can set the ground. What about the ground? Well, we have. The ground is on Oh, it's on the airport, huh?
Delta, enter right downwind, runway 15, report 3 mile final.
Ground is on.
Right downwind, runway 15 will report
We
3
will
mile
wait.
final mooning 824 Foxtrot Delta.
Beautiful, look at that. That is Copenhagen over there, and there is fog over Copenhagen, but not the airport. We're just lucky actually. This is 22 left, which is one of the main landing runways in Copenhagen. It's a usual one. 22 right is normally, regularly the one that we take off from. But we're going to land on 22 right today. Beautiful airport, look at that. Okay, autopilot comes off. We got still 10 knots of crosswind. Look at that. And we're going to take the left on Echo 2, we said, huh? No, Echo 4. Echo 2 was the first one here, it's not going to be possible, so of course Echo 4. We're too fast, we're going to lose some speed.
Bonanza 64 Foxtrot Alpha 2, cleared
Decision
for takeoff, runway
altitude.
32.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 32, Bonanza 64 Foxtrot Alpha 2.
And we're going to land on the numbers. That was a strange landing.
Skylane 422
And lots
Alpha
of-
Mike, make left traffic, runway 30.
That's not so nice,
Making
keeping the
left traffic,
center
runway
line.
30, Skylane 422 Alpha Mike.
Okay guys, welcome to Copenhagen. That was a crappy landing. I think a pretty nice flight, but a
Skyhawk
really
505
crappy
Alpha Mike,
landing.
turn left, heading 090,
Okay, so
contact
Echo 3
departure.
we can't do. That's not a good idea. We're going to take Echo 4.
Alpha Mike.
Yeah, there it is, Echo 4. So we're going to take a left right here and see what he gives us as a taxi. Because Copenhagen is a big airport. And I just hope he doesn't give us a taxi at our own discretion, because that's actually boring. Cleared the runway.
November 24 Alpha Lima, contact ground on 1121.63.
See, that was too slow for me. Ground on 121.63 November 2 Alpha Lima, thank you, bye bye. 12163, 12163, 1. So just stop there.
Skyhawk
1,
505 Alpha Mike,
2,
descent
1,
2,000 feet, report
6,
established
3.
on the localizer.
And we're actually going to take notes. Kastrup ground, November 24 Alpha Lima, vacated runway on Echo 4, requesting taxi to the GA apron. See if they have a GA apron. We will see.
November 24 Alpha Lima, taxi to General Aviation Parking via Echo 4, Echo 3, Bravo, cross runway 12, then Victor, Victor 2, cross runway 22, left, then Golf 2, Banki 2, Golf, have a good day.
Jesus. Taxi to GE via Echo 4, Echo 3, Bravo, then cross runway 12, Victor, Victor 2, cross 2 to left, Golf 2, November 2 Alpha Lima. And the rest I just didn't actually hear him. So he said the Golf 2 and the last one was Golf, okay. Okay, so let's have a look at that. Echo 4. Okay, so we're on Echo 4, then he said Echo 3. Where is Echo 3? Ah, Echo 3 is right there. Then he said Bravo, Bravo. Then he wants us to cross runway 12, which is this one here. So we cross runway 12 there. We are on Bravo. After Bravo, it's going to be on Victor, Victor 2. Victor is here. Victor, and Victor 2 is here. Ah, cool. Victor 2 here, and then he wants to cross 2 to left, which is the one, this one here, and then on Golf 2. Love it. So this is where we're going actually, and he's actually right. I'll Golf 2 here. So it Golf 2. No, Victor 2.
Mustang, November 1 Kilo Uniform 59, descend to pattern altitude, report a 2-mile final.
And he said...
Descending to pattern altitude will report 2-mile final Mustang, November 1 Kilo Uniform 59.
Golf in the end, okay, so Golf. Golf 2 and Golf. So, yeah, that's exactly where he wants it to have us. Okay. So let's just go here. And is it really the G apron? See if they say anything about that. It doesn't really say, but I think that is okay. Okay, so we know what we have to do now, eh? Just taxi. So we can have strobe lights come off, landing lights can come off, and we have the taxi. And we could just even if it's not allowed, actually we're gonna just pick up some speed here because it's a long taxi. So this is Echo 4, then Echo 3 is the one going off to the right, and then we're going to go in Bravo, and Bravo is going to be a long one just until the crossing of runway 12. So Echo 3, and now we are coming to Echo 3. There is Echo 3, and this is going to go just right over to Bravo, which is the one over there. And we're going to just speed it up a bit. Not correct, but we're just going to do it.
Alpha Mike, hold short of runway 27 traffic on final approach.
Holding short of runway 27, Skylane 422 Alpha Mike.
Then it's going to be crossing runway 12. And then was Victor 2, Victor 2, until we cross 2 to left. Victor 2. Here comes to 12. Runway 12. I'm going to cross it right now. Just over there. Almost there. Here it is.
Diamond November 371 Bravo Charlie cleared for takeoff runway 14.
And so we actually probably normally they would just keep us holding off the runway and then gave us a clearance to cross the runway, but he gave us the whole way. So we crossed it. Now it's going to be Bravo until Victor and Victor 2. Yeah, so it's over there, and Victor is going to be here on the right. Yes, it's going to be after here. Victor is going to be this one here. Yeah. This is Victor. Yep. This is Victor. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to just actually stop here on stand F96. This should be okay for us. And it's pretty stuttery, I think, actually. I'm not sure why it's stuttering. Normally it doesn't stutter like this. Hey guys, welcome to Copenhagen. It was a really nice flight, and Sayintentions performed perfectly this time. Also the vectoring for the approach was really spot on. So this time compliments the Sayintentions. and I wish you a pleasant evening. See you next time. Bye bye. Whoops. Engine, we don't want the engine to be open.
Beechcraft November 9001 Bravo, hold short of runway tree traffic on final.
Holding short of runway tree, Beechcraft November 9001 Bravo.
Skyhawk 542 Alpha X-ray, extend upwind, I will call your crosswind.
Extending upwind, awaiting crosswind call, Skyhawk 542 Alpha X.